if any of that is posted anywhere on the internet, we're going to have problems. Whatever copies have been made of that, those need to be destroyed.
Okay.
Okay? If they get disclosed, that is going to put me in a situation where I will have to withdraw from the case.
Okay.
If you disclose that information in any way, all of it needs to be destroyed now. But if you disclose it in any way, it's going to put me in a position where I will have to withdraw from the case. If you all choose to go on the internet and try to publicize this stuff, that's going to create real problems.
Okay.
You can't do it. That's what I'm telling you. You cannot do it. I will have to remove it.
All right, we are back. This is not another boring podcast. Mustafa through the police body cam. Judge Carol Weimer, you are under the microscope. And I think it's fair to say Mustafa's defense attorney, Brad Haywood, is under the microscope. You have to have an honest conversation in what's coming out of this case. We're going over the body cam of Robert Drum. We're going over the
affidavit
on the
warrant
of Robert Drum. And
that is not signed, by the way.
It's not signed.
And he lies on his affidavit. So let's go back.
Let's go back to the body cam. That's Exhibit 10.
We just identified that he lied about, he says he witnessed Mustafa being taken out of the car. That was a lie. We saw his body cam as he approached the scene. Mustafa was already out. Okay. And people might say, so what if he didn't witness Mustafa being taken out of the car? So what? Like, that's such a small detail. Well, it gets worse, because if you're going to lie about the most basic, smallest details, we're going to find out that he's lying about a lot more. This is just one lie.
I mean, he literally falsified Mustafa's statement. The foundation of this case is falsified. This investigator, Robert Drum, said Mustafa told me he was arguing inside the vehicle with his girlfriend. And then you listen to the audio of the conversation.
Mustafa never said that.
Mustafa never said that. You watch the dash camera. This investigator has been telling everybody that the dash camera is going to show that Mustafa is arguing with his girlfriend. Literally, the dash camera showed that Mustafa and Dorothy are passing back and forth a cigarette. And the way Dorothy grabs Mustafa, the cigarette from Mustafa, she's feeling his fingers as she grabs the cigarette. There is no argument inside the car.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go into his statement. Okay, you can, you got that on photo?
Let's see if I can get, yeah.
Yeah, put it on your photo app so that you can switch back and forth, and you can,
sounds good.
I mean, check the information as we're watching the body cam. I just need that one page, just number 4.
Number 4? I already have number 4.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Okay, all right, so I already have that one.
For now, that's all we need.
All right, so that's number 4. You want me to zoom in on anything?
No, I put it on your photo app.
It is on the photo app.
So that you have photo?
Oh, you want me to put it on the photo app?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, you want to just switch back and forth between it?
Yeah. It's number 4.
Yeah.
That one. So keep that, and then go back to the video. No, go back to that. No, not from the camera. Go to the actual app itself.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna put it as, I'm gonna save it. All right, there we go.
Okay, so switch back to the body cam, yeah?
All right.
So we're going to play it real quick.
That they transported that they didn't have anything. So that what the Fairfax, they're working a guy on the ground right there. There's another Vic in the ambulance.
You heard what he just said?
They're working a guy right there on the ground. So you did not witness Mustafa being taken out of the car. That's lie number 1. Now let's move on to keep playing that. Let's see where it goes.
So there's 2 so far?
There's 4 Vics.
How many dealing?
One is, they're not confirmed anything, possibly 2. A 4-year-old and then the mom.
Where are the pictures from Robert Drum?
So exactly. You just took a photo of Mustafa's car from the side. Okay? Where is that specific photo? Where is that photo? You just arrived on the scene. Where is that photo? That photo will show what Mustafa's dash cam looked like when you arrived, before your buddy, Chad Mason, decided to rip the wire out from this dash cam.
Through those body cam, you see Robert Drum taking photos of the vehicle. You see Officer Josie taking pictures on her cell phone. You see Chad Mason taking pictures of the vehicle outside and inside the vehicle. All those photos are missing. The only photos that you have in the file is pictures of the vehicle at night.
At night.
Now, why are we looking for those photos? Those photos are going to show the condition of the dash camera. I mean, Chad Mason says the wire is cut.
Before Chad Mason
Before he
ripped that wire out.
Before he cut that wire, and he says the dash camera doesn't have audio. The dash camera, it doesn't have audio, and it's cut before impact.
All those photos
And
are
you're telling us that the wire,
evidence.
all those photos are exculpatory evidence.
Where are they? Where are those photos?
So he never talked to Mustafa. Mustafa's right there, by the way. That's Mustafa.
According to Drum,
That's Mustafa.
according to Drum,
Right there is Mustafa.
he witnessed Mustafa being taken out of the car, and then he said he spoke to Mustafa specifically.
Mustafa's right there on the floor, in and out of consciousness. And at one point, he went into a complete coma. He got helicoptered to the hospital. There's bystanders that extracted him from out of the vehicle, and there's firefighters all around Mustafa. Robert Drum never talked to Mustafa.
Where's the off-duty paramedic? Do you
It's
have
gonna
it?
you're gonna see. It's gonna come up.
Let's go.
Where is the body cam from this officer? That right there. Where is his body cam? It's not in the file.
And he, by the way, he was there during those motions when Chad Mason took the stand on the 31st of October last year. He was there. So where's his body cam?
You can see that he's wearing a body cam.
And why was he subpoenaed as a witness? Why was he subpoenaed as a witness? And he never took the stand. His body cam is missing, yet he's somehow inserted into this case.
Interesting.
So let's keep going.
Commissioner Plaza. 12 minutes. There's nobody else left for warrant service.
That's going to be negative. They don't have any other.
Casey Fines is right there. He just came out from the ambulance truck where the SUV driver is. That's right there. You just saw him come out from. This is Casey Fines. Okay. This is the ambulance where the SUV driver is in. So, what statement did she make to you? Where are the statements from the SUV driver?
What did Casey Fine tell the other driver? And where's her written statement?
It's not in the file.
There's no written statement?
As a matter of fact, I have a body cam in the hospital where Investigator Davis, the same investigator that says, I have an idea to employ into this case, but it's going to require spending money. He says, as long as you keep your story, you're going to be okay.
As long as you stick to your story.
Stick to your story.
Then
What story?
What story, exactly?
I
What
mean,
story?
You haven't reconstructed the accident 2.5 years into it. You blocked the reconstruction. The ACM inside the vehicle, the steering angle is not there. You haven't put that in the file. Mustafa steering angle, the SUV steering angle. This should be an open and shut case. Is the SUV driver turning into Mustafa? Is Mustafa turning to the SUV? Why is that missing out of the whole entire case?
Yep. Let's go.
522, 4551 or 4533. Can you please bring the scanner?
Drive 4553. You want to split off? Maybe they'll get the scanner off and get you in.
Again, I don't see him. I don't
That's
see
Mustafa
him.
right there.
I don't see him making contact with Mustafa.
That's Mustafa right there on the floor. Okay, that right there is Mustafa. You're gonna see here the officer Casey Fine comes out of nowhere and he tells he's gonna tell the Robert Drum, that guy that's on the floor is on drugs. I mean, you haven't looked at the computer inside the vehicle. You haven't reconstructed the accident. You haven't looked at the dash camera inside the car. You put a label on Mustafa that he's on drugs. Mustafa's toxicology showed no alcohol and no drugs, but you inserted a bias into this case that literally the investigator is going to say at one point, wherever the fuck that guy goes, I need a blood draw.
4520, that'll be 3. I'm already here. And then Mason and Wilhelm are on their way.
All right, sir.
Take pictures while you do anything else.
No.
This is Officer Casey Fines.
We'll figure out where the bodies are going in a minute. Witnesses, anybody say what happened?
Yeah, there's a lady right over here in the black. She saw everything.
Okay.
I believe. This car is at fault. This is the driver of that vehicle.
This car is at fault.
How do you know that?
How do you know that? You haven't done anything to find out, but he's at fault immediately.
By the way, what time is this?
This is 6:56.
Okay, so 6:56, Casey Fines has determined that Mustafa was at fault. Casey Fines determined that. Now, when we observe Casey Fines' body cam,
It's completely muted.
it's not only is it all muted, but who did he talk to between 6:56 and prior? The accident happened at 6:36. Okay, so in that 20 minutes, who did Casey Fines talk to determine that Mustafa was at fault, and where are the body cams from those interactions? How did you determine that Mustafa was at fault? I mean, we look at the police report. What does Casey Fines say? He has like one line in this whole entire case. Out of 800 pages, Casey Fines has one line. All I did was
Direct traffic.
Direct traffic. That's his role. That's his role in this entire case. Casey Fines says, I only directed traffic.
What do you
That's
mean?
it.
I mean,
That's it.
Right
So-
here, you're going to see him put a label on Mustafa that he's on drugs. And if that's what he's telling the main investigator, what is he doing on the scene? And what is he telling witnesses on the scene?
He's telling them the same exact thing. He's telling them this guy is on drugs. He's a drug user. He's a known drug user. Okay? And we have to get him off the street.
I have witnesses that are literally changing their statement on the scene. I have the body cam where one of them says Mustafa cleared it all the way to the 4th lane. That's one witness. The second witness says, I heard him hit the brake.
After talking to Casey Fines.
After talking to Casey Fines, all of a sudden she scratches out that portion because Casey Fines is literally going around and telling people, it's up to you to get justice. A mother and her baby died. It's up to you to get justice. Literally, witnesses on the scene are changing their statements.
By the way, I'll say this about Casey Fines. We are looking at over 800 pages of discovery, okay? And not a single page points us to this alleged incident between Casey Fines and Mustafa, where he says he had come across Mustafa at some point and he was on drugs.